Good morning, everybody. Guys, I hope you're all doing great. Today, we have the news for the upcoming Summon Rush events. Now, they're going to be 15x progressive chance events, which typically, in my opinion, aren't great anyways. But if you're going to be pulling for the Summon Rush, you might as well pull for some heroes that could be very good for your account. For me, it's going to be GLAICAD of the Meltwater. This is going to be Friday, May 17th. If you're wondering, it's in the top left corner. But GLAICAD is very similar to Duchess in a lot of ways. He gives an AoE Perfect Veil. He gives an AoE increased attack, a full team res, and he also has a boost allies damage by 10% under Perfect Veil. So honestly, this dude's amazing. I would 100% slot him into my Obro team and probably get some crazy damage. His aura is very good as well, 19%. So he is without a doubt the champion I'm going to be pulling for tomorrow. And then we have Sun Wukong, which hopefully you all know what he is. He's a crazy good champion. Could use two of him, but to be honest, GLAICAD is just so good, and he'd be a unique champion for me, so I'm going to go for him, which, like I said, 15x, even if it's boosted to 25x, the chance of getting these champions, specifically in affinities versus Void, is very difficult. I pulled tons of Void shards for Siphi, got the 25x chance, and still did not hit a single Siphi for Ares. It felt bad. So Sun Wukong's an awesome hero, very good damage. Razovar is very good for Hydra. You see a lot of teams doing a lot of damage with him. So these three, let's say the top. Then we have Mortu Macabre, is very niche, very situational, very specific, and honestly isn't used that much anymore. He's not a bad champion, but outside of Nightmare Campaign, he really doesn't get talked about too much. And then we have Kaja the Rai. Cool champion as well, but to be honest, I think these top three are just by far the best ones here. Then we have Lockwayne, Deacon, Doom Priest. These are epic champions who, if you need them, throw them in there. Deacon being one who can probably change your account the most. And then we have a Kimptum and Genbo. So if you're going for any of this stuff, you're looking for more epic empowerment, that's worth considering. Put an epic in there who you actually want to empower. Maybe you're using Deacon in your clan boss, you want to empower him, there you go. While you pull for GLAICAD, pick up a Deacon as well. Then on Saturday, we have Giath the Truth Shield, Kyoku, Blizzar, Korgar, Snick Track for the affinities, and then Krisk and Nekrit for the Void champions. Both very good Void champions, very viable in a lot of content. And then some pretty good epic champions as well, with the standout being White Dryad Nia, personally. Now, for the legendaries, if I was pulling, I would pull for Snick Track. Snick Track is a very good Hydra champion. And then Giath is new, so since she's new and these other ones don't have a ton of use for me, I'd probably pull for her in the second place. But Snick Track is a very good Hydra champion. If you want to read about Giath right here, hopefully I'm saying her name right, the Truth Shield, if you want to read about her, she's over the Night Revs faction. I need to do some more testing on her, but I really haven't dived into her kit yet. And to be honest, I'd much rather pull for the basically Hydra version of Duchess on Friday versus waiting till Saturday. So next and finally, we have Sunday, another 15x event for Elva, Badel, Owella, and Noct, as well as Lady of Irith. Now, for this list, what I'd say number one is probably going to be Elva or Owella. Owella having some interest. Honestly, all these heroes have some interesting roles in specific content. Elva's a good res champion, good heals, solid Sylvan Watcher hero in general. Badel can boost your damage, but he's kind of been left in the past. Not outside of some Hydra teams with Trunda, possibly. Badel doesn't get too much love. Owella is good for her increased resistance. She's in Sylvan Watchers, right? Yeah. So I don't have her. She has a AoE increased resistance, good turn meter boost. She's a good champion overall, but I don't use her because I don't have her, so I can't. Lady of Irith, not a whole lot to talk about there. Noct the Paralyzer. He's a good hero. I don't use him very much. But let's look at Lady of Irith. I feel like her kit's kind of lacking, honestly. Like, I feel like her kit's just doesn't bring as much as what legendaries should. So I personally wouldn't even go for her. I'd be going for, personally, Owella, and then Elva, Badel, Noct, and Lady of Irith. Noct is good. He's good for wave clearing, getting through waves and content, controlling the waves. Very solid champion for that. But for my account, I just don't use him anymore. But he is a very good, I think he's Night Revs, very good hero in general. So I do have him somewhere. Noct the Paralyzer. You're in here, buddy. I just don't know where you're at. I promise you're around here. Noct. So I did build him. He does have good control. He's a solid champion. Just all-around solid champion. Poisons on the waves. Very good. He's just doesn't got a ton of end-game viability that I know of. Outside of Curse City, possibly, but everything's usable in Curse City if it's available in the room, right? And then one slot for Epic Champions, we have Ulfrig. If you're looking for him for Lady Mikage. Delaja, same thing. Wyron and the Silken. I'm not for sure if she was for Lady Mikage or not. And then Earl Grim and Demitha, both very good heroes. Demitha, hey, if you're looking for a Demitha Clan Boss team, now may be your best chance to go ahead and get that. 15x chances are always better than, I guess, no boosted rates, right? With that said, I mean, it's better for epics because you're going to pull more epics than legendaries. But for legendaries, it's just really not that great, honestly. Like, you might get it, but I hope you do. But most of the time, you just don't, and you always miss the champion. But I will be pulling for GLAICAD because I have to. I'm going for the fusion. I want to get that done. So I will be pulling for him in hopes that I do pick him up. If I do, guys, man, I'm looking forward to that because he's an awesome hero. In general, though, these heroes in the boosted events, they're all pretty solid. So just look into the heroes. Pay attention to what you actually need for your account. If you need a damage dealer, Sun Wukong could be great. If you need these specific roles these champions fill, go for them. If you need Snick Track, he brings some leech and some decreased speed for Hydra. Very good champion. I don't have him. I wish I kind of did, honestly, but he wouldn't fit into any of my teams. AoE decreased speed and then a leech on his passive, so he wouldn't fit into any of my teams, but I've used him in teams doing a lot of damage for Hydra. But guys, best of luck. Let me know which champion you're going for, which day. Interested in hearing about that. But like I said, I will be doing some shard pulls tomorrow for myself. If you want me to pull shards for you for a specific champion, shoot me a message on Discord. We can get that set up. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you, and catch you in the next one.